I saw a really cool video today on Instagram by this girl. I forget the name of her handle, but she said something really interesting that captivated me. She said this. She's like talking about all her accolades, everything she's achieved, 500,000 new followers, $500,000, one of the two. And she was talking about how her TikTok and her Instagram have absolutely like blown up and all this different stuff. She's like, and all this in the span of 18 months. I'm watching. Because if I see an account like this, I'm not like one of those guys and be like, oh, well, of course, you're a girl, it's easier for you, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm fascinated to see like what they did or what I could learn from it, right? And she's talking and she's like, I literally, all I said every day was, I'm going viral, I'm mega viral. I can see how that would influence the way that she comes across on screen. Because let's break this down, right? She was convincing herself of a belief about reality. And because she was convinced of it, she was acting in the way that person acts. It allowed her to behave as someone who is actually mega viral. If you owned an account and you believe that you are going mega viral, that your account is worthy of going mega viral, without so much as really trying, your content and the way you come across, it's gonna have a specific undertone, a specific tone, a specific signature. It's gonna emanate this energy of, I'm worth watching. I'm worth having hundreds of thousands of people watching my videos. And when you do that, it gives you confidence in what you're talking about, no matter what it is you're talking about, without you having to do any research about what's trending or anything like that. Because you're acting from this center core of, no matter what, this video is going mega viral, right? And it's so freaky, but this is how everything works. This is how your dreams are like. This is how people do outrageous things in life. This is how people achieve their goals. Apart from the hard work, of course, yes, you have to actually act and do things. But this is a perfect example of someone doing both. It's like, yes, you believe that you're mega viral, but you're not just sitting on your butt. You're not just like sitting in your bed, like not actually putting in, not even recording yourself, but you see that it's the perfect recipe. People tend to overestimate one or the other, but whichever one resonates with you is the one that you need to act upon. So if you're putting in a lot of work, if you're putting in a lot of action towards the things that you want, but you're not getting the result and you don't feel excited about what you're doing, if you feel sort of lackluster and like it's pointless, then you're not going to get the desired result, because the frequency is telling you that it's a mismatch to what you're doing. So you need to listen not just to what you're doing, or pay attention not just to what you're doing, but listen to how you're feeling about what you're doing. So that's what this girl did. She listened to how she was feeling. She said, I want to feel mega viral. Boom. Hypnotizes herself into believing that. And then also puts in the work of, I want to do things that will make me mega viral, that will make it inevitable. Right? And so when you couple unmitigated belief with a work ethic that is undeniable, to where it's illogical that you wouldn't achieve the desired outcome, you put that together with belief and it's just a matter of time. A lot of people think that if you're going to go for your dreams, you have to be okay with being poor for the majority of your life. And a lot of people think also, well, if you want stability, if you want to have a chance to have like a remotely successful, acceptable life with a family and have enough means to support them, then you need to forget about your dreams and you need to go do something practical. But you can be practical. Like, going after your dreams is practical. Going after your dreams is practical. I don't know how many examples we need in life to show us that going after shit that you actually want is the most practical thing you could do. And I don't know how many other more examples we need of people who are being practical, doing what they're supposed to do, but absolutely miserable. How many more examples of that do you need to see which road to take? Because yeah, although if you go towards your dreams, you may fail a lot. Actually, you will. But failing towards that at least gives you a chance at getting what it is that you want out of life. It gives you a chance at winning, versus giving up on that and going the safe route, the guaranteed route. You're guaranteed to lose. Yes, you win the average car, you might even win the BMW or the Mercedes AMG and the nice house in the suburbs and the kids and the wife. But you live a boring life. You live a predictable life. And predictability is good. Obviously, that's needed for success in some ways. But some people's lives are over predictable, too predictable. They know exactly what's going to happen. This is why people find themselves depressed, because every day is just like the last. And every last day is a day they didn't choose. Every last day was a compromise. It was them settling for this life, a very average life that was good enough. And every day, because of that, because of their choice, every day they see into the future is just a direct reflection of that, of their lack of courage. And so I don't want you to be that guy. I want you to go after your dreams, because there's nothing bad that happens from that. And if you're in the same position as I am, you don't have kids or a wife or people who directly depend on you, you're in the best time of your life, no matter what age you are. You don't have to be 22. This is why people talk about, oh, if you're young, you're in the best time of your life to take risks. At any age, in any situation, you should always be doing your best to get to the life that you actually want, that you always have another at bat. But I just want to paint this picture or make this point. I'm a little worked up right now. I want to make this point that people, when they talk about, like, if you're in the same age as me, 29, 30, maybe you're a little bit older than that. Maybe you're in your 40s and you're seeing all these videos where people talk about your prime being, like, your prime years to take risks being anytime between 18 to 25 or 26. Most people say that because they assume that those people that in that age group, you have the less responsibility that you'll ever have in your life. But if you're 29 in that same position, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. You don't have to feel like you're behind. Like, there's still time for you. There's still a chance for you. There's always a chance for you. But even more so, you're lucky if you're 29 and you don't have kids yet, because most people at that age have kids, they have a mortgage, they have a car loan. They're tied down to their job because of all these expenses, all of these debts that they've tied themselves down to. So if you don't have that, and you've got maybe just a little bit of debt to pay off, grind your ass to pay that off so you can be completely free to make any risks that you need to take. That's where the superpower is who has the least to lose. Because whoever has the least to lose has the most to gain. And so I'll leave you guys with that message. I feel this in my core is where I'm at in my life, and I hope that this resonates with you. But if this means anything to you, if this at least lit somewhat of a fire or a spark in your belly, give the video a like. It deserves the support. I deserve the support. I deserve your subscription, to be honest with you. If I made you feel anything, come along for the ride. I'd love to see you on the next video. Peace.